And what I'd suggest is that as comments come in, we can organize them by the categories. You know, you've got one amendment, which is to drop the 8-year. You've got one amendment, which is just wrapping in administratively what we do with the program anyway. This is what we've been doing, and we're writing in the municipal code, so everybody understands expectations. And then the 12-year and the 20-year, just having options. And that would be like, can we have the extension of the 12 and the 20? I think those are really great things for the city to take advantage of. We'll try to categorize it by the certain work topic areas, because I think that will help facilitate the next study session by categories. Because there's some things I don't think that there's any controversy. You're not arguing with us about the distribution. Make sure affordable units are distributed among the unit types that the project provides. I don't think you care that we're trying to make sure that people get first and last month's rent and 12 months notice. I think you like all that. So, I mean, some of those I'd like to get codified and into the code sooner rather than later. So we could take a two-step approach with this, getting in the stuff with the 20-year and the 12 extensions, because we're going to have projects come up in a couple of years that would want to take advantage of those. So to not have that in the code would be bad. So we'll try to categorize, and I'll think from my notes about how we categorize that and bring it. And so maybe that would even help in public testimony next week, that if we had those categories suggested by Garrett's presentation, that people can come up and give you comments and suggestions about that, would help us categorize it and discuss it at the next study session.
So that sounds great. Actually, a couple of clarifying points that I actually meant to ask was would the 8-year program be eligible for the 12-year extension?
It could have a 12-year extension if it wants to provide affordable housing.
I love that. That's what I was hoping to hear.
Yeah.
The next thing is actually when we talk about 20% units, let's say I have a building that's got all kinds of mixes, and I can do 20% on most, but let's say that for whatever reason I have 2 studios. Do I have to do 50%? Does it move up? Is there any kind of, you know, if there's, you know, less than 4 of a kind, does it?
We've been adaptable to that, and just making an attempt. But what we were seeing with some of the projects is that they might have studios, single bedrooms, and 2-bedroom units, and all of their affordable units were only the studios. So that's where we wanted them to incorporate having affordable units at 1 and 2 bedrooms as well.
Yeah. Well, thanks. So I thought this was a good discussion. So again, moving forward, next Wednesday, there will be a public hearing on this. So the public will be invited to comment. We will take those comments, and we will have another study session before we bring it back to the council, and then for any additional comments and for a vote. Hopefully that's not stacking whatever night that's going to now fall on too heavily. All right, thank you. I'd like to invite